Welcome to Insightful Pages, where the wisdom of ages and the treasures of literature are condensed into bite-sized nuggets of knowledge. Our mission is to bring you the distilled essence of timeless ideas, philosophies, and beneficial insights from a variety of sources. Whether you're interested in ancient wisdom, practical life advice, or thought-provoking concepts, our summaries and analyses are here to provide you with a fresh perspective and practical takeaways. Join us on a journey through the world of ideas and knowledge, and let's explore the power of concise wisdom together. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our regular uploads. Get ready to expand your mind and embrace the joy of lifelong learning with Insightful Pages. The digital landscape, with its vast expanse and instantaneous gratification, plays a significant role in shaping our behaviors and vulnerabilities. Unregulated exposure, especially among the youth, to explicit content can influence perceptions about sex and relationships, often setting unrealistic and even harmful standards. The concept of novelty that online platforms provide is especially potent. Each click promises something new, something more tantalizing. The brain, ever in search of the next dopamine hit, is constantly driven to seek out newer content, leading to hours spent in a digital maze. This relentless pursuit often replaces genuine human connections. Many report feelings of emptiness or dissatisfaction in their real-world relationships, finding the digital facades more appealing. The distorted representation of beauty, pleasure, and intimacy further exacerbates feelings of inadequacy and disconnect in real life. Another aspect to consider is the sheer volume and variety of content available. With traditional barriers of access removed, individuals can easily stumble upon extreme or niche content, sometimes inadvertently. This can desensitize one to more conventional forms of intimacy, or, worse, cultivate potentially harmful fetishes. As society grapples with these challenges, it's essential to promote open dialogue, especially with younger generations. Sex education shouldn't just be about biology, it must encompass the psychological and emotional facets, addressing the impacts of pornography and the importance of consent, respect, and healthy boundaries. While technology is a tool, and like any tool, it can be used constructively or destructively. It's upon us to instill the values of discernment, self-regulation, and genuine human connection. Seeking balance, understanding the real versus the virtual, and fostering genuine human bonds are imperative in this digital age. Engaging in mindfulness practices, meditation,